finished watching the second episode of the Digimon Adventure reboot war game, and holy, this is going such at a fast pace. I didn't expect it to go like that so quickly, but I guess it is what it is, right? So today, let's talk about that. In this episode, it starts right after the first episode, and Greymon is still there. Like, he didn't go back to Agumon as we're normally used to. Like, Agumon normally needs some food, you know, get his energy back. But no, not in this one. He was still into his Greymon form. As it goes on, we get to see Garurumon defeating some Argomon, which I thought was pretty funny because after this, it's like, yeah, you're gonna pay this back. But eventually we get introduced to Matt and Garurumon, in which Garurumon is pretty happy to see Greymon because they obviously know each other, right? Matt has been very selfish in this episode. I feel like he's hiding something, and he's probably been in the network for a while because something must have happened because he don't really talk. He's been kind of cocky. He really got that Sasuke ego in this episode. Anyways, they finally start talking more, and eventually Easy mentioned that the American military's tactical data network has been targeted by some Argomons, and if they launch this powerful weapon, in which we end up knowing that it's a missile, it will be the end of the world if this happen, right? So it's very similar to the Digimon movie in which they had to stop a missile by defeating some Diabromon, and then we get to see Omegamon defeating all of them, so they stop the launcher from happening. So it's very similar in this episode, and you'll see why I'm saying this. But of course, Matt and Garurumon goes on their own because Matt is still selfish, of course. But Greymon is like, yo, we should still follow them, in which they did. And then Taichi and Greymon defeat some Argomons for Matt, in which he said, he's like, yeah, I just defeated those Argomons, so now I paid my debt, which I thought was pretty funny to see in there. Eventually, Easy find out the place that they are located. They get there, and there's a lot of Argomons, and there's like an Argomon leader over there. So now what happened is that Matt goes on his own with Garurumon and defeat those Argomon, and Tai noticed that Matt did this on purpose so Taichi can actually go on this leader type Argomon, in which he does, and eventually they fight him off and we get some nice action, which I really enjoy seeing. I thought that was really nicely done. So far the animation for the battle scenes are higher than the moon, you feel me? I mean, is that even possible? I don't know, but I just thought like that was really nicely done. All the Argomons dies off, which I thought was really cool because now we know that if they defeat like this type leader of Argomons, now it means that all of them will be defeated, all the Argomons baby. So it's definitely a good thing for sure. So now we know that, and I'm actually really happy to know because we're probably going to see more of those guys eventually, right? But after this, I already thought that was the end for Argomon, and I was like, oh, okay, that's really it. But of course not, it wasn't, because this Argomon decided to go into his next form, in which now Matt and Taichi was kind of was getting a little scared. We're like, oh no, it's really happening. So we get some more action again. Taichi really want to team up with my boy Matt, but Matt's like, nah fam, like he doesn't care again. All about Tai right now, but he kind of seems to care, but he doesn't want to say it, so he's kind of like being really selfish still, you know what I mean? So now as they fight him off, Greymon and Garurumon really struggle against this one, but they still managed to defeat it. So now basically the missile was stopped, right? No, actually not again. After they defeated him, I was like, yo, this is really the end, of course, right? And it wasn't, and this was not the end again. But it's not over yet. So you get ready for the next one. The launcher eventually just started up, man, because at this point, what could they do? And they actually find out that the missile was targeting Tokyo. It's kind of strange because why would they target Tokyo? My guess on why they are targeting Tokyo is because someone knows about the Digidestined and you want to destroy them, right? So it's probably someone from the digital world, or maybe somebody from the real world that really hates the Digidestined, and they know that they have some sort of really powerful stuff going on with those guys, you know, like they're very useful for their Digimons. There's definitely someone behind that. That's as far as we know right now. But anyways, of course, the Argomon is not defeated, so he digivolved into his Mega Form. Yes, his Mega Form already. I knew it, man. I predicted it. I mean, that's kind of insane right now because I mentioned it in my last video. So it's kind of crazy that this just happened, right? And now, of course, the Digidestined can't do anything, but Matt said that there's actually something that they can do, but what could it be, right? Well, it was Omegamon, so we get to see Omegamon, and also, of course, Matt agreed to finally team up with Tai to defeat this goddamn Argomon. So yes, we get a dope ass animation of Omegamon, which I thought was pretty cool. It's just so strange because normally Ty and Matt have like a deep connection, you know, between those two. They're like really nice friends and all, so they can actually DNA digivolve. That's how it is normally with Omegamon, because let's be honest, Matt doesn't know Ty and Ty doesn't know Matt too well right now. So to see Omegamon was really a really moment was going on right here, but I think this little feather that we've seen may have something to do with that, or maybe Matt knows something, because he did mention that he says that there's a way for them to do that, but they could lose their Digimon. What we've seen, Greymon was like, you know what, we got this in the bag, and Ty was like, you know, I love my Greymon and I know that he can do it and he will be fine right after this. So yes, Omegamon happened. It's just, to me, it's still a really strange moment, and hopefully we'll get some answers. But I think what's going to happen is this is going to be like a one-time thing in which Omegamon will be here to defeat this Argomon, in which we still don't know because the video ends up right after Omegamon appear. So my guess for this is going to be a one-time thing in which we're going to see Omegamon right now defeating this Argomon Mega form, and maybe Argomon will digivolve into something else, in which I would love to see, because we're talking about Omegamon, so it would be strange if not. But what I really love too is that this is really like a reference to the Digimon movie, in which I love, so I definitely can't wait to see the next episode for that purpose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see Omegamon after this fight for a while. It's probably gonna happen around the end of the series after this, because, you know, we still haven't seen Garurumon or any type of forms after the champion forms. So let me know your thoughts on this second episode. For me personally, I really enjoyed it. I thought that was really great overall. I just feel like not so much was going on in this episode. Like, we got introduced to Matt, of course, but I kind of feel like this episode was kind of similar to the first one, in which they go to another place and fight off another Digimon, you know what I mean? So it's kind of similar how it was in the first episode. And Agumon goes to a place to defeat the enemy, but now this time they're, you know, they're 4 instead of 2, and they do the same shit. And yeah, I mean, it's really repetitive from what I'm seeing right now, but it's not exactly repetitive, you know what I mean? And I also love the battle scenes, of course. Overall, I thought the episode was really great. Like the first episode, I really enjoyed it. I'm just really confused on why the heck Omegamon is here. This is like my only thing that really makes me wonder, but it's fine, because I guess we'll get more answer as the show goes on in next week, and I'm really excited. I mean, every time I'm watching an episode of this, it really makes my Saturday so good. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Subscribe for more Digimon content, and of course more Digimon Adventure reboot content, because that's what I love to do right now. And yeah, more Digimon content will be happening later this week. I got more time now, so I'm really excited for that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. So thanks for watching, and peace out.